Hello and welcome back to Focus Atlanta. Thanks so much for continuing to watch. In this segment, we're going to talk about something new and exciting coming to the Atlanta area. It is the Dominique Dawes Academy, and I'm here with Dominique Dawes.
Well, thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
This is so exciting. When we think of expansion, sometimes, we still only kind of think in our little area, but you're bringing it all the way down here to Atlanta. Tell me a little bit about that.
Yes, it makes perfect sense. This is going to be celebrating the 30th anniversary of the Magnificent Seven. Winning gold there in Atlanta was a dream come true. That was my second Olympic Games, and it was in Atlanta, Georgia. And so Atlanta has always felt like a second hometown to me. And I thought bringing a Dominique Dawes Academy to this location is going to be a perfect fit. It'll be a full circle moment because of what I was able to accomplish with my amazing Olympic team 30 years ago.
Oh my gosh. And I have to say, it just doesn't seem that long ago for many of us, for those of us in the area. It was such a historic time for you to kind of have this, full circle moment. What is it like for you?
Well, it's difficult. I'm going to be turning 50 this year as well, God willing. And so I have four beautiful children, a husband, and this will be great to take them back to the Atlanta area and now have a gymnastics and ninja academy. My children have participated in our academies in the Maryland and Virginia area, and now to have them hop into one from like mommy's Olympic days hometown will be something quite special. Whenever I come to the Atlanta area, I'm always visiting Olympic Park, and my kids know right away where mommy's bricks are there, really bringing home that Olympic win. And so this will be fun. The sport of gymnastics, I truly believe, is a beautiful sport for all ages, for all genders. And I think gymnastics is the greatest foundation that you can give your child. And ninja is not that far behind. The flexibility, the strength, and the coordination, I think is going to be beneficial for every young person that walks through our doors.
Now, you said something very important, the age range. Tell me a little bit about who you expect to benefit from this. When we think of gymnastics, so often we think of the beginning, right? Those beginning stages, the babies, up until the Olympic age. But tell me who you're expecting to have at this academy.
Well, we start classes as young as nearly 9 months old. I mean, there's little 9-month-olds that can crawl, they can stand, they can walk, and you can really teach them so much about gymnastics fundamentals, from balancing, from strength, from coordination. All of those wonderful things are taught at such a young age. And it, of course, continues to go into the teenage years. And as I cannot stress it enough, gymnastics fundamentals is the greatest foundation that you can give your young daughter as well as your young son. And let's say your son might not want to do gymnastics, but maybe they want to participate in our ninja classes. That's going to help them on the soccer field, on the baseball diamond, on the football field, in the swimming pool, diving, and everything. And so it's going to be a wide range of ages, a wide range of course, the wonderful genders of boys and girls. And it's just a beautiful sport. And more importantly, the reason why we started this academy is to have a positive, empowering, and compassionate culture in the sport. That's something that I did not experience for my nearly 20 years in the sport. It was pretty harsh. And this environment is one that's going to lift up the young people's self-esteem and not tear it down.
Oh my goodness. You know what? How important was that for you? How important was that particular aspect? So often, again, when we were growing up, when you thought of gymnastics, you thought of, hard and training and rough sessions. How important is it to you to kind of change the face?
It's very important. And that's why we started the academy in the middle of the pandemic. We opened our first location in the Maryland area, July 2020. And the motivation and the reason and the why behind that was to create a healthy, positive culture in the sport of gymnastics. When I was a young adult and I was thinking about having kids someday, I thought, I do not want my kids, if I have children, if I'm blessed to have children, I did not want them to have the journey in the sport that I had. It worked for me. It made me tough. It gave me perseverance and resiliency and grit that I have today. However, I think it can be done differently. I think we can show our kids some kindness, some compassion, and they can also develop that grit and perseverance. They can be taught never to quit and to always believe in themselves, set goals, and work hard. And that's what we're doing in our academy, but in a gentler way.
Oh my goodness. I gotta say, I'm having a fangirl moment. It is such a pleasure to have you. It's such a pleasure to have you bring this to the Atlanta area. Thanks so much for making time for us here in Atlanta.
Well, I look forward to meeting you soon, and thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. All right, guys, it is the Dominique Dawes Academy, and it's coming right here in our own backyard. You have the website there. Please take the opportunity to go on the site, learn more. If there are children in your life, children that you might be able to see grow through gymnastics, this might be the place for you. Stay tuned for more Focus Atlanta. We'll be right back.